You know the kind of game that I just refuse to participate in, or a game that I refuse to associate myself with, is the what if game, you know? What if I dated them? What if I was friends with them? What if I'd taken a different path? What if I'd made a different decision? I'm missing out on the life that I could have had, and it's like, no, I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it, and it's something that I never bring up. I never bring up the what ifs. What if I would have done this or done that? What if they were still alive? I would have been able to do this for them or that for them. What if I never befriended them? I would have avoided all these horrible situations that I'm in right now, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I never really bring it up, and I hate it. I hate when other people bring it up. Oh, if only you would have made a different decision, if only you would have dated them, if only you never befriended them, if only they were still alive, maybe you'd have been able to do this and that for them. Like, no, stop bringing it up. I don't like it. I genuinely do not like it at all when people keep bringing up the what if. And I hear a lot of people talk about the fact that, if only I'd taken a different direction, if only I'd dated them or made different friends or went on a different path, I would have been on a completely different, I would have been living a completely different life. And it's like they're grieving this life that they could have had, and it's like, no, what life you could have had? This is what we get. This is what we have. Do you know that that life that you think you could have had is just only in your head? I mean, if we go only on what ifs and what could have happened, the possibilities are endless. But what makes you think that if only you'd have made this different decision, you would have been on this different path? You know what I mean? Like, this what if and this life that you think that you're missing on, or this life that you think you could have had, is not really real. Like, it's not there. It's not a real thing. It's only in your head. It's just you thinking that if only you would have dated them, or if only you were friends with them, or if only you would have made a different decision, only then you would have been able to do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, but that's not what's happening right now. If that's really what was meant for you, if that's what was meant for us, then we would have been living that reality. And the fact that we're not living that reality, and that's not what's happening right now, then it means that it just wasn't meant to happen. I guess it just wasn't in the books, and it wasn't meant for us. In a way, it wasn't meant to happen. And this idea of us just sitting here and just sitting in our minds, torturing ourselves, feeling guilty and just grieving this life that we would have had, is just a waste of time. Because first thing first, again, like I've said before, this life is not real. It's not there. It never happened. And the probabilities of it happening in the future, of it being in a way that it would have happened after you making that different choice, is very thin. It's very thin. It's very little and limited. You know what I mean? And instead of you just being here in the present and just working with whatever you have, you're wasting all this time, all this energy, literally being sad about the life that you could have had that is not even real. That life that you're thinking about, that life that you would have had if only you had dated them, or were friends with them, or if only you had done this and that and blah blah blah, it's not real. You know that? Like, that's not a real thing. I'm really sorry to, like, bust your bubble, but that life is not real. It never happened. And it's just you now, in the present, in this different life that you maybe do not like, thinking that if only you had done things differently, then maybe maybe you would be in a position where you liked your life. And that is just not true. And to me, I don't like it. I don't like it when people bring up stuff like that, when I'm like living my life, doing my own thing, and someone's like, oh, if only you would have made a different decision, or if only they were alive, if only you would have dated that person, or if only you hadn't befriended that person. It's like, no, stop bringing it up. Like, stop bringing it up. It makes me mad. I don't like it. I don't like it, again, because it's just us dwelling on this idea of this life that we could have had, that again, it's not real. It's not there. It never happened, and we're just like wasting all these emotions and feelings on this really like delusion. And I'm not saying that your feelings are not valid or important. They are, but the fact that you're just wasting this time right now, this present moment, and what's going on right now on this like delusion of, oh God, I wonder what my life would have been like if I dated them. Like, what makes you think? What makes you think that life would have been better if you had dated that person? What makes you think that life would have been better if you were friends or weren't friends with that person? What makes you think that life would have been better if only you had taken a different path and a different direction? We don't know that yet. We don't know that. Me and you, we don't know that. So instead of us just sitting here squandering all these beautiful moments that we have right now in the present, instead of just being in our heads, like being sad, like, ah, what if only they were alive, I would have made them proud, if only they were here with me, you know things would have been different. No, stop it. I don't like it. I don't even try to think about it. Like, if only I had dated them, or if only I hadn't been friends with them. I don't like to think about it. And I hate it when people keep bringing that up, because again, it's not a real thing. That is not a real thing. It's not a real thing. We don't know. We don't know what would have happened if that person were still here, or if we were indeed in a relationship with that person, or friends with that one person, or being in a position where we like made a different decision or took a different path. And it pisses me off. It really does. It really does when other people keep bringing that up, because I don't like to think about it. I don't like to think about the what if. What I like to think about life is what we have right now. Like, this is what we have. This is the present moment, and it's up to you. It's up to you to do whatever you want to do with this moment right now. This idea of just sitting in the what if this, no, I don't like it. And I just refuse. I refuse to think about it. I refuse to think about how life would have turned out, because that's not what was meant to happen. If that really was what was meant to happen, we would have been living that life right now. And the fact that we're not living that life is hard proof that it just wasn't meant to happen. It just wasn't meant to be. I guess it just wasn't meant for us, or for them, or for whoever we might be talking about. So stop it. It's not useful. It's not useful for you to keep squandering all these moments thinking about what life could have been. There's not what life could have been. That's just you being in your head. This is what we have. This is what we've been given. And it's up to you to choose what you want to do with this now, right now. Not what could have happened or what could have gone right or wrong. No, no, no. What's happening right now? This is what we have. So it's up to you what you choose to do with it. So this whole thing, this whole idea with, oh, I'm grieving the life that I could have had, like, what life? What are you talking about? What life? It never even happened. Like, dude, you never even dated them. You were never friends with them. Yes, that one person passed away. They died. They're no longer here with us. They're no longer here with you. So you being like, oh, I wish what life could have been like. What life? Nothing would have happened. Like, it's not real. And honestly, again, your feelings are valid, and I understand where you might be coming from, but also it's like this life that you're grieving, the life that you could have had, it's not there. It's not real. it never happened. And I think that's also the tough part. That's like the hardest thing is the fact that it never happened. The fact that that person is no longer here with you. You know, maybe you never dated them. You were never friends with them, or you never got to make that one decision, or never got to take that one chance because it's not, because it never happened. I think maybe that's what makes it such like a hard thing to get over. And a lot of people get caught up in this thing of like, oh god, I really wish, I no I really wonder what would have happened. I really wonder what would have happened if I dated them, or if I was friends with them, if I had traveled or made a different decision, or if they were still here with us, and all these things and all these ideas. Maybe that's what makes it hard, because again, like I've said before, the possibilities are endless of what could have happened, but again, it never happened. That life that you're imagining in your brain, that never happened. It's not real. What is real is what's happening right now, is the life that you have right now. So this idea of sitting like, oh, I wish what would have happened, I don't know. I just refuse to subscribe to it. I think it's a waste of time. It's a waste of emotion, because you just go through all this, like emotions, and you just spiral and spiral and spiral. You can even go crazy from it. You really can, because it's like you're really thinking about all these possibilities and all these things that could have happened. And it's like, no, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to sit there and waste my time and my emotions and feelings wondering about all these things that could have happened, all these things that could have gone wrong or right. It's like, no, leave me alone. I don't want to think about it. I don't. I don't want to think about it. But this could have happened, that could have happened. No, I don't want to think about it. It never happened. It's not real. What's real is what's going on right now. This life that we have right now, that's what's important. That's what I'm going to focus on. And what could have happened is none of my business, because it's not real anyway. So you're sitting there mourning and just whining about what could have happened, and this life that you're missing on, and grieving this life that you never really had, is just, it's insane to me. It really is. I just, no, I refuse to subscribe to any of it. And it's just something that I wanted to talk about. Like, no, leave me alone. I don't want to think about it. I don't i don't This is what we have right now. This is the present, and this is what we got. The other stuff, no, no, I don't want to think about it. I refuse. I don't. Yeah, I honestly don't. And I like my life that way. I don't like to think about what could have happened or what could have gone wrong and right, because again, the possibilities are endless, and you're just gonna find yourself digging yourself in this hole that is gonna be so hard for you to come out of, thinking about a life that never even happened. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. It's just something that I wanted to get out of my head and just put it out there. I just, no, I don't like it. I don't like you. I don't like people. Sorry, I don't like people bringing up what could have happened or this. No, leave me alone. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I honestly do not. I couldn't care any less about what could have happened, because it never happened. So it wasn't meant to happen. And the fact that people keep bringing it up, more especially like in my life right now, the fact that people keep bringing that up, oh, I wonder what could have happened if only this. No, don't piss me off. Leave me alone. I don't want to think about it. I don't. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today's episode. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for sitting there and letting me complain and vent. What is this venting? I don't think this is venting. It's just me sharing my opinions and my thoughts and what I think. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I have to say for today's episode. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you more of a person that kind of like mourns the life that they could have had, or are you like me, who just, someone who just doesn't like to even think about it because it's like, what am I gonna do about it? Like, what am I gonna do with it? It never happened, so it's not real, and I don't have to sit with that thought and torture myself for nothing. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I love you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. And again, I'll see you on the next episode. I love you. Bye.